everyone, I'm Allie.
Hi, I'm Anna.
And we are going to go over the January unboxing for you, which is actually a big surprise for me as well because I have no idea what's in the box. So this is going to be our unveiling of the January. And what's the January box, Anna?
Arabian Nights.
I feel like we're on like magic carpets. There we go. So we're going to take a look at what's inside the box. So this is our 4th subscription box. The last one was my colors with that blue and that nice winter cool. So you're going to have to, so the bar is set high because we need to see what's in this Arabian Nights with that hot, dusty deserts and endless star-filled skies. So each of the box comes with this little insert, which is going to tell you what's in the actual box. We're going over the regular best box, and then we'll show you the additional materials that are part of the XL box. And the most important thing, I think, when I look at this is this link right there. So what is that link, Anna?
So that link there is going to give you an exclusive web page that we design and we put together just for the bead box. And that gives you links to other projects that you can do with materials in the box.
So those are for the extra materials that you say, hey, in addition to this, even if you don't like the pattern.
Yeah. Some of them might be used in the bracelet,
the extra pendants, the bracelets,
whatever it is.
But you'll have extra materials always in the box. So these are nice little, hey, here's some extra videos. You have things in the box that are go-to items for the actual box.
Yeah, just ideas. So you have other ideas on what to do with your materials.
So we've showed it before, but we'll bring it kind of back up for you guys to see that each of the boxes actually is a nice little box with that magnetic kind of closure. You open the box and you're going to get that listing of what is actually in the box. So starting out with the box here, you can unpack it for me. And like I said, this is a complete surprise for me as well because I have no idea what's in the box. Somebody asked me last Twitch to give a little hint. No, somebody asked me to give a hint on the box on Twitch on last week. I was like, I can't. I have no idea what's in the box. I'm sure I did at some point.
To keep you in the dark.
Yeah. So okay. So what's our pattern this month?
So our pattern for the best box is a graduated crystal pendant.
Oh, fun. So this is nice because actually you get the opportunity to use all of these in a row, or actually in the video. I know for this one I said if you want to only do one 10mm stop, if you want to do 2. So there's options even within the pattern.
Yeah, you potentially can do 3 pendants if you want. Yeah.
But you have enough materials. So you're getting all of the materials that are listed in this pattern with the printout of the pattern. Yes. So for that, show me a little bit of what I've got in there. So I've got 2 whole bars.
So 2 whole bars.
Okay.
Yes.
And nice, again, kind of simple color. Oh, I like your colors that you have chosen.
Thank you. Yes.
So you have the 10, the 12, and the 14mm volley. Again, everything is listed here. And I can know that they're part of the actual pattern for the box because they have a little star next to them. So when you're looking at your handout, you see here, oh, the materials marked with the asterisk are used to create the box. They don't have to be. So keep in mind, if you are like, hey, I don't really like that graduated crystal pendant, I don't want to do this, I have something else in mind, check out that link.
Make what you want with
Use it for something else.
Box.
Yeah, exactly. So they can be used for it, but they don't have to be used for it. And then we also need for that some 15-0 seed beads. So what? Oh, pretty purples. I like that with that metallic mix and that nice, cool
we went kind of neutral.
Desert. I'm getting it. Hey, it finally clicked. Arabian, we got that desert theme, that nice natural colors, which I enjoy too. It's hard to top the blues from last month. But we have all the Rivolis. And then, again, with the boxes, we just want to stress that thread and needle are kind of your own option and your own choice. Although in this box, Anna, what is coming?
So, okay, what's next on your list there? You have the, so the pewter bail. I did include this. You don't have to use it. This is kind of an additional, if you wanted to somehow incorporate that into your pendant that you're making, or if you do a few pendants. But pewter bails are always nice to have because if you have a stone, you could just pinch that around the stone and you have an instant pendant.
Even the pendant from last box, the blue one, you could take this bail with it and use that as the bail.
Yeah.
The other thing, this is a glue-on bail, so you can take some E6000 glue, some super new glue, and find a found piece. I had just done a Better Beader episode on finding sea glass, kind of getting out for that new year, setting your own adventures, gathering things to use in that, and this would be great for that. You could just glue it onto a piece of petrified wood you found on a hike, that sort of thing.
Glue-on bails like this or pinch bails are great because you don't need any wire working ability.
Right. You just need to, hey, glue it on.
Yeah.
Everybody can glue their fingers together.
Yeah.
So no talent needed in
we're
that.
all real good at that. And then he also included a cord, necklace cord. This has the clasp on it. So if you do have something that you want to put that bail on, there's a necklace for you, and you're done. A little bit of glue.
You can never have too many preset necklaces. And I like that this, are they black or brown? They're kind of those neutral colors.
They're black.
Nice.
Yep, they're all black.
So you can totally.
Goes with anything.
You have something in your jewelry box or something in your beading supplies that you're like, oh, I just need a strand for it. There you go. Done. Easy peasy.
So now we're kind of getting into, so now this is not related to the project. Now these are your extra beads.
So we're going to kind of push those aside, and now I'm going to start thinking and brainstorming. Okay, those items were used for the pattern or can be used for the pattern. I like the pattern because I made the pattern, so I know that. So I want to do another pattern. But if you don't want to do the pattern, here's the extra materials too.
Right, so here's what you have to play with. We have the pyramids in 6mm, and these are really fun because if you have a project that you like doing with 2-hole tiles, you can swap those out.
Because they're 6s. I've never even thought about that. I don't even know. Back in the Better Beader episode that goes over the squares, I don't know if I even made that connection. Good connection. So you can do anything that you do with those actual tiles.
It has the same footprint, the same size on the bottom. So so when you go to that landing page, you might see some tile videos, and the reason those are there is because of the pyramids. Yeah, and don't limit yourself to the landing page. Those are some ideas, but if you just find a 2-hole
tile project, those will give you that.
You can swap that out. Yep.
What else do you got in here?
And then we've got a zodiac sign cabochon.
Fun.
Which it doesn't matter if it's your sign or not.
They're just really fun.
Cute.
They are. This is the ram. I'm not the ram, I think. I don't even know if that's a zodiac. I'm like so terrible with that. I don't know if that's a zodiac sign.
Yeah.
He's cute though. I like him as a cute little addition. And I see the pyramids actually going around him as a bezel.
Yeah.
For that sign.
Or you could just find somebody who likes goats, and there you go.
There you go. So the next thing on the list is the multi-agate gemstones.
Yes.
I love these.
These are lovely.
So they're a high-end gemstone, faceted 2mm. And I did do these. So I was the one kind of doing. So this is the only thing I knew that was in the kit, but perfect for just a simple, really kind of hip and chic modern necklace. Just string a couple of those, put them on the middle, even show your beading wire on the sides or fine chain. Super usable 2mm.
Yeah. And you probably have some birthstones in there too.
You do.
So
like I can see some garnet, I see some quartz, I've got some aquamarine in here, I have some lapis. So fun little gemstone kind of pick outs there for it.
So what do we have next on here?
Next is our 5 pewter beads.
Yeah, so these are cute little moon and star beads.
Oh, they are fun.
Yeah.
They go with my Arabian Nights. Ding, ding, ding. Using for any sort of jewelry.
They're just plain single hole beads, so but you can use them in bead weaving if you're like bead weaving. You can just use them stringing them.
So sometimes while we're doing the unboxing, I start to already picture in my head, okay, this is how I would use them. These are the fun things that I would do. I would stick some of these high-end gemstones with a pewter moon in the middle, have the seed beads along that outer edge, that the idea of kind of having fun actually with this box and unpacking it. This month I finally get that like same excitement that you guys have, opening it, not knowing what's inside, and immediately the ideas kind of flood into my mind how to use these.
Yeah, and these little 2mm guys are really nice because if you do like bead weaving, if you can get a needle through it, like a size 12 needle through it, you can even use these as a bezel around a Rivoli.
Oh, they would be really pretty.
Yeah.
And actually going back to that design, when you're in the corners here and you have in the portion at that 11-0 or that 15-0 space where you do that netting, when you unpack the items, when you look at the pattern, you'll know what I'm saying. When you get to that X design in that netting, a really cool addition would be those gemstones.
That's a really good idea. I didn't think about that.
Adding those in for that nice gemstone look. All right, then we have some check faceted rounds.
Yeah.
Ooh, pretty colors. So these are
I love the swirls. So one of the things that I really like doing with the boxes is sourcing products that we don't necessarily have in the store.
So they're specials and you can only get them through.
Yeah, things that we don't regularly carry. And I found these swirl beads, and I just love that swirl combination, and it it goes with our theme and the
Ties
other
and
colors in the box. Yeah.
And the interesting thing is with this swirl, the way that the check glass process is actually made, and again, we have some videos on that, some different factory tours. When it comes to color mixes and swirl mixes, you're never guaranteed to get the exact same
You're
thing
never gonna
again.
get it
So they're
exactly
kind of
again.
with that thinking of yarn or anything. They're like a dye lot that you will never get this mix again. So
Way
it's
to
a
sell
fun,
it.
way to sell it. So it's a really, really fun
But
collection
it's true,
of
yeah.
colors.
You're
Something
not going to
unique.
get it again, yeah.
So even though it's just a standard bead size, it's a unique coating and kind of coloring.
Yeah.
So then also going into my
We're on
vibe here.
to freshwater pearls.
So you may not. This may not be my first color kind of source that I think of, but definitely with this, I'm a gemstone lover at heart, even more so than a bead weaver, little known fact. But the gemstones, the pearls, getting those kind of stars and moons, you're starting to pique my interest, Anna.
Ooh,
as I
good,
go
good.
there.
Yeah, very celestial.
Yeah. Rich supplies. Like everything, I would say this box is very rich feeling. Like it has those, again,
Like
those high-end
jewel
gemstones,
tones.
gemstone too.
Yeah, jewel tones, yeah.
So then we have also some semicircle beads.
Yeah, semicircles.
There was a cool video that I did, which was a Kim Marie design that was just using up odds and ends bracelets, and you've got a lot of stuff in here too. So check that one out. And
Then we got a
pewter
couple metal
headbands,
things, yeah, with that have
kind
a
of
nice
that star
little,
theme.
yeah, a star, or I forget what the other one is, something else at the bottom. But yeah, so you have a nice,
stick a bead
nice
on
pair of earrings.
to add into it.
Yeah,
Very
if
cool.
you want to get really, really
Celestial.
starry. Yeah.
You can add those two to it.
Yeah.
10 halo beads for super duos.
Yes. So the halo beads for super duos, we've been doing a lot with those
Ooh.
recently. So there's tons of ideas on what to do with these.
And this is the latest
they're-
Potomac, actual Potomac's product. So
Yeah.
you got the latest
Potomac's
thing
with an
in here.
X.
With an X.
With an
yeah.
X.
Those are the metal products. That's how you can kind of define that.
So of course we gave you super duos.
Pretty color going along with the super
Yeah,
duos.
yeah.
And you can mix
Again,
those in.
like those purpley colors, those rich colors. Lots you can do with that.
And then a pewter
And
charm
then we would like to throw in a little charm.
to go along with that
Yeah.
whole celestial
Yeah.
theme.
Something
Going
to
along.
hang off of your multi-gemstone.
pendant, and then you have
yeah.
your earrings to match. So this really, really, for those of you that might not do a ton of bead weaving, right away you get tons of inspiration for simple projects. All of these beads actually, other than the Rivolis too, have the holes in them that if you are a simple stringer, even if it's a 2-hole bead, check out that video, and it's linked to in that bit.ly link for that landing page, that odds and ends bracelets,
Yeah,
because it's
that's
good
a good one.
introduction to bead weaving, or you can do it with regular beading wire. You don't need to have a threaded needles if you're not a threaded needle person.
Yeah.
So that is what's in the actual
That's the
bead
best box.
So everybody's getting these.
Yeah,
items.
which as we're unpacking it, I'm thinking that's a lot of good
that's
stuff.
a lot of good stuff you picked out there, Anna.
I know, man. I did a good job.
You
with
did a
that.
good job with that one. So everything that you see in that box that we just went over, that's everything that's going to be in that regular best bead box. Then we amp up and we say, okay, if that's not enough for you, if it's not enough to keep you busy for hours and hours and hours and hours, we have additional things. So if you
We
want
have
to,
the
you can get
XL.
into the XL box. So everything here you get in that XL box plus more. So just like you're getting an insert in that best box, the best box XL will have that little link as well going on there. You can check that out. And then inside of it, in addition to the materials that were just listed for the best box, you're also going to get more. So you can kind of see
This whole
a
row,
whole
too.
row is going to, oh yeah, so it's a whole other side.
Yes,
Whole
we-
other row. So tell me what the patterns are.
So the patterns are tublet leather wrap.
Ooh, getting into a different technique. Fun.
Yeah. So we do a lot of bead weaving. A lot of you that subscribe also watch our YouTube videos. So you know we do a lot of bead weaving. But for the boxes, not everybody does bead weaving, or those of you who do bead weaving may want to venture out and do something else, try a different skill and technique. So I'm going to start adding some leather projects, some other maybe basic stringing, wire working.
Talk about some wires, some
Wire working is a
chain.
little challenging, but we're working on
Working
that.
on trying to figure out how to make that happen.
Yeah, so we're going to incorporate some other techniques. So tublet leather wrap is a good one because that's a good beginner or advanced, whatever stage. Everybody likes leather wraps.
It's also really modern that if you have a teenage granddaughter and you think, I'd love to make her something, I don't know what to make her. It doesn't matter if you're 10 or if you're 65. These are kind of that chandelier style, always in fashion. And also, I'm already thinking like, oh, I can do it with other things too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And also, if you have somebody that you want to get involved, if you want to teach them beading,
it's a good introductory.
That's younger, they may like doing a leather wrap because it is like more hip, modern. It may be more their style.
So tell me what beads we have coming in the box for that leather wrap for those materials.
Yes.
So we need our tublet beads and our leather.
Leather. We give you some leather.
So here's, oh nice, Greek leather in that 1.5 millimeter that you have.
And we have some tubelets.
Tubelets. And then also, like I was saying, when you're looking at this pattern and looking at the box, keep in mind that if you would want to do it without tubelets, it's the same exact process. Again, there's a link to the video. It says that in the videos always, you're getting that too. And change it up. You don't need to use the tubelets. If you say you want to do the SOS bracelet, which uses tubelets, check that out. You can use something else for the leather wrap. But then we also have some seed beads going along with that.
So we give you some seed beads.
Pretty deserty colors in the desert sky. And then you actually did include in this XL box some thread.
We did. We included some Nymo thread. You can use a thread of your choice. So if you're already a beader, you've already got a huge stash of thread, I'm sure. So you can use the Nymo that we include. You can use a Fireline or a Wildfire. You can use silk cord, wax linen cord. I mean, anything that fits through your beads, basically.
Is great for this leather wrap. So if you are a sewer and you have tons of bobbins, too, in different colors, and you want those colors to be part of it, you do see a little bit of thread along the lines of the leather.
Well, yeah.
So keep that in mind. The blue one here you can see, so that's the gold along that nice natural color of the leather. And then some sort of clasp or closure. What have you got, Anna? What have you have for us, Anna?
So, oops,
I'm going to start calling you Vanna. Vanna, what do you have
Everywhere I go, I have this paper
it's attached to everywhere. You can put it in our hair.
I go home and I have it on me.
We're thinking of a different option, so don't worry. As soon as we get done with all of that, something else will be in the box. We realize this is the growing pains and learning. It's not that much fun to put in. It might look cool for you taking out, but it's like that terrible Easter basket grass where it's like everywhere. I turn around and I'm sitting in the bathroom and I see someone sitting down. I just looked down at my dress. I have it stuck to my dress.
We may need to cut out that portion of the video, but so we have the closure for you is a brass button,
which has the shank. Again, there's options for without the shank, with the shank when you're looking
so we kept it all kind of this warm color.
Yeah, I really like the color that you picked. Anna does a great job of curating the box and actually using the talents you went to school for. Congrats, one of us few here at PotomacBeads that uses the degree.
That's something a lot of people can say with the fine arts degree.
That fine arts degree. So you have the great idea of having somebody that actually is really good with colors. I'm not good with colors. I just say, sure, anything blue I'll stick on. That works. But
monochromatic. You can't go wrong.
So that's it's nice kind of getting forced into those other situations where you're like, oh, there's a purple in the box and I would never think to put it with it, but then you lay it and you're like, it all goes
really
together.
Well together.
Everything in the box, this is kudos to Anna, everything in the box actually goes together. You might look at it and think, ooh, I don't know about those two colors together. Anna's already thought about it for you, got her color wheel out. It works. So that is everything.
And you don't have to use everything together. So
But challenge too. And show us what you made in our Facebook group for beading and jewelry making.
Yes, one project using everything.
We're gonna get complaints that we're talking over each other again, Anna.
I know,
always. It's because I can't keep my mouth shut. All right, Anna, 2 pewter chandelier earrings are also on that list.
So these are really fun because
very Arabian.
Yeah, and I really like these because we also included a lot of, like you mentioned earlier, a lot of single hole stringing things. And so these are just easy because you can hang these beads underneath.
Yeah, this is an automatic jewelry. And even looking at this, I'm like, oh, these copper tones would look pretty.
Anything that has just one hole in it.
Yeah, and also challenge yourself a little bit. You got head pins in your last box if you're a subscription box user already. Look at some of those options, and also if you're a bead weaver, look at these as hanging down. That Nymo thread, which is great for the tublet projects, is great also for fringe. So Wildfire, Fireline, while I love them, I use them 99% of the time, they're not great for fringe. So try your hand out at fringe with this Nymo, and you can do the fringe on the actual chandelier earrings. So after the chandelier earrings, we have 6-check vintage shapes.
Yeah,
and then
so there's
10 check pearls.
A few different shapes we included. This one's the
Going
stars.
the star rope. Got it. We're on the star. I'm starting to see the
probably
theme
a little
now.
on the nose with that one, but
and then we also have the 10 check pearls in 8mm as well.
Again, a single hole basic stringing kind of thing. So
and I keep grabbing off from the side the other beads that were included in the kit because I'm like, oh, they go together. It's hard to resist picking up the extra things where like people have gotten that already, but keep going over it. I keep pulling things back from the box to do the other one.
Okay, I got a few more things in my box here.
A few more things up your sleeve, Anna. 40 glass rounds. So approximately 40 glass rounds in that pretty purple color. Then we have 25 button beads. Again, can be used for basic stringing. Look pretty with those 2-hole bars. Check out some videos for that. Think about for them, they have a footprint kind of about a 4mm bead where the hole goes through. So there's options for that.
Yeah, so if you find a pattern for 4mm bead, you can swap those out and have fun with those.
We also have 10 piggy beads that are listed. And then 10 of the Ava beads as well too.
They were white, so I couldn't see them in my box.
And there's a couple videos which just use like 4 to 5 of these. So you might think, oh, I don't have a lot. What am I going to do with them?
Yeah, you put them around.
Check those out as well. And then 10 Ava beads. So these are Potomac exclusives. We get a lot of Potomac exclusives in this one.
While we're on the Avas, the lamplight beaded bead is the third, like the extra pattern that we included. And so you've got the Avas, and a lot of people already have 15-0 seed beads, some crystal bicones. So a couple other things you pull from your stash, and you should be able to make
And
those.
if you're not using those 4mm crystal bicones, remember that you have those 2mm beads as well as the button beads. So 2 of those 2mm beads or 1 button bead are also going to serve that same purpose. Yeah. So you actually do have everything in the kit to make the lamplight earrings as well too. And then bringing out, we have 2 grams of 11 OC beads. We already did those. And then we have a bookmark. So it is January. It's cold.
And
some places.
We have some dome beads too, which I don't know if we have.
I may have missed those on my list.
So we have some dome beads. Those are again just really fun. They have single holes, but they're flat on one side. And you just did the what was that necklace that you? No, what was that necklace that you did? Was it not gypsy, but the one where they're back to back? Yeah. So that's fun. You can also just make rings with those. And then the bookmark.
The bookmark is really cool because it's something to pique your interest as far as you can only wear so much jewelry, but think about how you can use the beads in other applications and other settings. One of the things are bookmark. These are really cute gift ideas. Yeah. So check that out. You can even use the Nymo thread or the leather in that instance as well.
Yeah, so all you do is you just tie something on, string it on. And also I thought bookmarks are great for January because in these winter months people are indoors more, they're reading. They're not going out so much. So
we also have the fun little charm that you can hang down as well as that other star charm also. So as always, Anna, we'll give you a little kudos, Anna, for picking great things to go in the box. As we do this more and more, remember to comment below and let us know what you love about the boxes, what you don't like. Hence, I could throw this at Anna. What you're not a big fan of for the box or the improvements that you think that we could make. It really is a kind of conjoined effort.
We listen.
We listen and we love feedback, so make sure you keep giving that. You can also share this with somebody else that's thinking about the box or says, oh, you got a subscription box, what's in it? Make sure you share this video. And then hit that little bell under Anna if you want to subscribe to get regular updates from us here at Potomac Beads.
Share also your pictures of what you've made with your extra stuff in the box. That's one of the most fun parts for me because that one woman who made the last
ornament
with the ornament with the huge bead caps. Yeah, I love seeing what people just create.
Yeah, so make sure to join our Facebook group for beading and jewelry making. Show us your creations with the box there. We'll start kind of hashtags, and we might even get into having a employee challenge, staff member challenge of the box,
Battle of the
box, and kind of playing along with that. So as always, thanks so much for watching, everybody. Enjoy your January box.